A great philosopher, Darkest Dungeon's narrator, once said, "Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer." Well, he lied. It was a quick and explosive one. To my face. Yeah, so I died with an explosion to my face, caused by me. I probably should have put on some blast shielding to my armor for this gun specifically, but whatever. You're telling me I can't scan this? Huh. Yeah, whatever. This is the nest, I'm assuming? Ugh. Oh, you let them back here.
I can go low tech.
Ooh. So now we are back here again. Not all is bad though. I did find this skill book that I missed. Combat Tech Catalog 04. Further increases range and accuracy of combat tech weapons. So let's take that. And then let's go back to where we were. We're probably just gonna run past this a little bit. Probably don't stand too close again. Ooh, I think I missed this the first time. Ugh. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be too much things to like pick up or anything like that. Oh, but we should pick up
none for me.
the corpses. And that we can just run through it. Scared me there. Have I been here before? I mean, I certainly didn't look at that last time, if I did. Let's go this way. Let's kill each and every one of these bastards. Oh, it's quick. Level up. Yep, this is where I died. Probably to this guy, actually. Can we break these eggs? Nope. Okay. Before I get down there. Oh, almost got me killed again.
All yours.
Let's just take a look at what this is first. Bunch of stuff. Helgi Hoxton's computer. Studies. Study of apex predator species. Summary. If a local queen, I'm guessing Gyne, in the regional hive of apex predator dies, one of the drones is promoted to queen by consuming the remains of the previous queen. The process of promotion takes several months. Full report sent to the main office. And microbial colonies. Summary. Below the surface of Gagarin exists a vast microbial colony network that spans much of the planet. These colonies contain many species of microbes working together to convert dust and organic matter into soil. Without these colonies, Gagarin's entire ecosystem could be devastated. Full report sent to the main office. And then apex predator reproduction. The apex predator species is an important component of the Gagarin ecosystem. The species is eusocial and has a strict caste structure with drones, defenders, and a primary reproductive gyne or queen. The gyne of each region reproduces irregularly, and waste produced by the nesting process is used exclusively by the soil microbes to form massive colonies below the surface. Full report sent to the main office. Okay. And ecosystem collapse. Conclusion. Biochemical analysis of subsurface bacterial colonies reveal near total collapse caused by the gases released by the mining process. Killing apex predators devastates a local colony temporarily, but they can rebound. The chemicals released in mines, however, are 95% responsible for the collapse of the ecosystem. My full report, including data, methodology, and analysis, will be sent to the main office. That's it. And then my resignation. Due to witnessing numerous ethics violations at Hephaestus, I quit. This is my 108th report about the severity of the situation. What Hephaestus is doing in these mines will cause the biome to become unstable in the short term, and it will ruin our environment permanently in the long run. Read my studies if this is unclear. If anyone reads this at all. What a waste. Okay.
Seems like Helgi tried to do the right thing here. I'm sure Ellie would want to see this. He's citing numerous ethics violations dating back to before Irvin's time, and Hephaestus just ignored him.
Ooh, Queen Pest. We can take that. Probably should have boosted there. Ugh. I should trade Barrett. Maybe that's the last one of them.
Well, there it is. They hired Dr. Hawkson to study the gases.
Can we not do this in the middle of an alien hive?
Process. Standard studies. But he discovered that the extraction process was damaging the ecosystem. Irvin's mentioned here, but his impact on that is clearly unrelated.
Is this everything we need?
I think so, but Ellie will be the judge of that. I'd venture it's everything we need to clear Irvin, based on the dates alone. But if we want the full Monty, including getting Hephaestus to admit to the crime, it might take more. We'll have to see.
The company had a motive. These documents show that.
Exactly. This is undeniable. The ecosystem was suffering long before Irvin arrived.
You got a copy of the data, right?
That's right. I'm sure Ellie has people that can verify its authenticity. And if not, they can always come here. Should be a lot smoother investigation after evicting a few of the tenants.
Good work, detective.
Let's get out of here. This place creeps me out now. Something
Let's
doesn't-
trade.
Let me carry that. A good team.
Sure. I have 3 cutters. There we go.
I don't know if people still curse Irvin's name around here. If there's any resemblance.
Is there anything else, though? Let me just look around a little bit. Palladium deposit. Oh, hello. I might just mine the rare ones.
I hope Ellie is still taking names and holding people accountable around here.
Clint's Collectibles. Clint de Haven.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking.
There's something wrong with selling mech parts? Yeah, illegal.
Well, for one, it's illegal in UC space. Making mech platforms used to be Gagarin's bread and butter. So, since they were banned in the armistice, I get 1 to 2 folks a month asking what kind of relics I might have lying around. But I'm not about to risk a contraband fine at my age. So that's why I just lay it out up front.
Nice to meet you, Clint. I'm just going to look around if you don't mind.
If you need anything, just follow the sound of falling inventory. You'll find me eventually.
What can you tell me about Gagarin?
Gagarin? It was a military town until the end of the Colony War. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arcmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, because their employees refuse to step foot in most of it.
What was Gagarin like when they still made mechs here?
Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. UC had a lot more money to throw around in those days. During the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillas were so damn good at picking off UC merchant craft. But the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges and mines shut down. It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. But you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo, thunder. So when the thunder stopped, well, so did Gagarin in a way.
I'd kill for that kind of firepower.
I wouldn't lament the loss too much. More than enough ways to still harm your fellow man, unfortunately.
True. Show me what you have for
Let
sale.
me just bring that up.
I just want Digipix, to be honest, but you don't have any. They did talk about this Centauri Mills, but we went in here before. So, whatever. Can I boost? Oh, no. That's not good. Walking upstairs like a peasant.
Ellie! Hello?
Welcome back, detectives.
Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes.
Am I seeing something? Am I not seeing something here?
Let's have a chat about it.
Okay. You gonna sit, weirdo? Talking through walls. Misclicked. Damn it.
Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
You can tell, Barrett. It's your case. I can't be
Okay,
bothered.
someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
You've got to be kidding me.
Helgi's documents are nothing without him there in court, explaining them to the judge.
Does Helgi still live around here by any chance?
Sort of. He's, unpredictable, though.
Where can we find him?
That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long.
The garden isn't huge. We'll look around.
You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The
Don't be
last
too
thing
sure
we
about
need
that.
is him refuting what he
Nothing a
wrote.
little torture won't
It's going to
fix.
take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
Okay.
Bet you got some shin splints from that.
This is going to be tricky. I need to stick to the stairs.
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured?
Ollie and
Is there something
Keela.
I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
We're looking for someone named Helgi.
I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
We're working with Ellie Yankton for a court case. It's for a good cause.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else...
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
Who are you looking at? We just want you to say nice things about him under oath.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best. I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
Who is she facing? Okay, whatever. Okay. Oh, right, Clint's. We talked to him already.
Maynard, if you're looking for something special, just ask.
Do you know anyone named Helgi? We're trying to find him.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt.
We're hoping to get him to be a witness in the case.
I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that.
Oh, that makes things a lot easier. But Bear would hate that. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important.
Maybe I can make an exception.
Sure, we can work something
I'm
out.
glad you understand the position I'm in here.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm trying to be reasonable here.
I know you'd tell me if I could.
I hear you.
All right, fine. I don't know where he is, but ask Lizzie up at the bar. She knows everybody.
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past.
I'm sure it's all water under the bridge.
For me, yes. But there's a lot of water.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words.
Is he talking
I
through
like
walls again?
Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
Psychopaths.
Suppose you heard the news. Terramorphs in the UC capital. I know I needed a drink after I heard it. Looking
Lizzie?
for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritz or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis.
Got something against folks from New Atlantis?
Not as a rule, no. Just the ones that come to Gagarin and want to change it. And those folks usually ask for disgusting, overly complicated drinks. You one of them?
How dare you? I love a wine spritzer. I'm leaving.
Feel free to see yourself out, Spritz.
What?
Well. Spritz is back.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess.
Can you help us find somebody?
There are very few secrets here in Gagarin, Spritz.
Just makes the ones that exist much more expensive.
It is what it is.
I heard you were someone who can help locate people.
I serve drinks here, Spritz.
We were told that you are a local crime.
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
We just need the location, nothing fancy.
The service I provide is worth quite a lot.
You know how.
In my experience,
that's a
right
hard
offer
persuasion.
is always worth
Jeez.
waiting for.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have time for this.
Go with this one.
Hold on. I never said that was my final offer.
I can't afford that, too bad.
You know what? I like you. Maybe we can work something out.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah. I hope so. All right. Consider it a favor. Sending the coordinates now.
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
Wait. So let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk?
That's the angle we're going with, yes.
All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also, it sounds like work. And I don't work for free.
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you helped with that. Points they'd spend at your bar.
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. If you get Helgi to show up, I'll take some of the heat off of him.
What's going on around Gagarin these days?
Bunch of corporate marionettes moving in, setting up shop. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps they toss us. But Gagarins are tough by default. We've got exactly zero need of corporate condescension.
So you own the bar?
Sure do. I came into some money right around the time the war ended. Places were selling for nothing. Every person with credits was flying to New Atlantis. I got this place for a wink and a nod. Have been slinging drinks the way I like 'em ever since.
Okay.
Don't cook yourself out there.
I hate it when the walkways creak.
They
Some
said
kid looking at us.
coming here was going to bring jobs. Then they ought to have.
Okay, you're going down then.
Hey, keep your eyes open. Sounds like one of Reliant Medical's regular couriers.
I don't
Helgi.
suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people?
We want to discuss something you two worked on.
Then find a history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Irvin was Barrett's husband. We're just looking for answers.
He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
We know about Hephaestus and how you tried to warn them about the collapse of the ecosystem.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo.
Ellie Yankton reopened the case.
Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
We've got new evidence. All we need is for you to testify it's valid.
I can't. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
It would make sense to just go along with what I want. Manipulation.
I think you may be
nice.
right.
What's the harm if you help me?
I mean, it might be okay.
We can't let mining companies continue to get away with this stuff.
Yeah, you may have a point.
Okay, I guess Barrett doesn't care.
Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Talk with Ellie.
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help. We might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe?
Okay. Ellie?
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and... well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes?
Okay. Oh. Can we provide the witnesses with a safe house or an armed guard?
What do we look like? New Atlantis? No.
Okay. Helgi will testify. Dr. Keela might be a good character witness should he need it.
Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
The evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Huzzah! That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. clear Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually
Right in her
did
office
it.
in front of her, that's what you call
Solved the
private?
case, and hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like, what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
Technically, the trial hasn't begun yet.
You're right. But I'm confident Ellie's correct about the outcome. If nothing else, the court of public opinion is going to side with Irvin. If we lose, we could always leak the docs to SSNN.
Yes. When do you think we'll get a verdict?
Ellie would know better than I. But I doubt it'll be anytime soon. These things tend to involve a lot of red tape. It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to old filing cabinets and manila envelopes.
Oh, so that's what red tape is. I'm glad you're feeling... Do you think things are changing on Gagarin?
I hope so. It's always a tug-of-war between the workers and the mining corps. But there's one thing we've got in our favor. There's more of us than there are of them. All it takes is for the people to realize it.
Glad you're feeling better and lighter.
I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help.
It was no big deal.
Tell that to Harvey. We practically saved his life. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy.
Notes on Irvin's plan obtained. I wonder if Harvey has a home planet we can visit.
I doubt it. Harvey's a wanderer. Getting lost is how he finds his way home.
Harvey's got a long way to go before he's up to our adventuring standards.
We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely.
Yes, Barrett, we've certainly been through a lot.
On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life.
Some people change us forever. I'm not
Yes,
going to flirt with them.
some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Barrett, are you okay? Did you eat something weird?
Maybe I did. But this is all from my heart, my friend.
Living life to the fullest is a gift.
And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion.
Constellation certainly has changed who I am.
Like any group, Constellation is only capable of doing that because of the people within it.
Oh my god.
I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
I'll value your friendship forever, Barrett.
There's nothing more important to me in the entire universe, my friend.
Dismissible? Okay, we're done for this quest, so I guess we're done for this video. Thank you for watching, and you'll see you next time.
I want to hear one of my stories? Or do you have one to tell me? Glad we could take some time out of our wild adventures and just have a nice chat.
Now let's leave this godforsaken rock. Okay, so I've decided we actually still have some time on the video, so I just want to talk to Barrett again, see if he has anything to say.
Friend. Dish.
How are you feeling about our friendship?
It's been a pleasure. It truly has. I know that things can change at any moment forever, so I value every single moment together.
Glad we're on the same page, buddy.
You bet. Anytime you want to talk about us, know that I'm here for you just as you've been there for me.
Man, the galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
You've got my undivided attention.
Do you mind if I ask you some personal questions?
For you? Go ahead, ask me anything.
Let's discuss Irvin's legal case. Okay.
Right. Fun chat as always, friend.
Wait, what?
Fascinate me. Yes.
So let's discuss Irvin's legal case. This is just about the artifacts.
Sure. Like.
If you don't mind, let's talk about Irvin.
For a long time, talking about Irvin was the hardest thing I could ever imagine. But after everything we've been through, now I can see through the pain to the moments of beauty. So I don't mind talking about one of the best things that ever happened to me with one of my favorite people in the galaxy.
Let's deal with Harvey.
It's one of my husband's botanical experiments. Somehow it survived alone without sunlight or water or any kind of care. I wonder if he knew that it could survive without him for so long.
Is it resolved? What do you suppose Irvin might think of your life now?
Well, I know he wouldn't have wanted me to travel the stars alone.
And how are you handling everything now that Irvin's case is resolved?
I can never fix the fact that he's gone. But where I used to feel only grief and shame, now I feel grateful for the time and the love that we had.
Did Irvin work with Constellation also?
Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room used to be full of plants. The humidity was hard to get used to.
Can you tell me more about Irvin's research? Anything that stands out?
He took an ancient plant from a moon that had been ejected from its planetary orbit, and he genetically modified it somehow. That's when it started smelling so good, too. I told him to let me know when he found a pizza plant. Then maybe I'd develop a green thumb.
Thanks for talking about Irvin with me.
Thanks for listening. Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it?
Let's go to the bugged option. Let's discuss Irvin's legal case. And so this is actually about the artifacts. Where did you find your artifact?
On Bendy. No, wait. It was Kazal. I can feel Lynn's admonishing stare boring a hole in my back. She's not actually standing behind me, is she? Well, point is, my story's probably a lot like yours. We dug a pit, found some really wonky readings, and followed them to the artifact.
What do you think the visions mean?
I think it's pretty clear now there's a possible correlation between the visions and the powers. Of course, correlation isn't necessarily causation. Once is a fluke, twice is a coincidence, and so forth. But once I get back into academic mode, I'll be writing a paper that will suggest the connection is valid. Obfuscating the identities of the powered, of course, which means we all get code names. Fun, right?
What did you see when you picked it up?
Well, when I picked it up, I had no idea what it was. I knew it was something spectacular, though. I saw a vision. Flashing lights, the whole shebang.
Alright, that's it.
Go do what you gotta do, friend.
And yeah, we'll end the video here.